Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Late Night Chats podcast. Um, New location. We're switching it up today. We are officially and finally in my room. Welcome to my room. In a cosmic way, this is my room. I would show you a little more of my oasis, but my oasis is covered in she's messy. The oasis is messy. The oasis is not oasis at all in like any capacity. It's actually like the equivalent of the deepest, darkest corners of my mind personified. So it's like really beautiful and awesome in here. And it's really beautiful to like look at the mess behind the camera and be like, wow, like this is real. This is me. But you know what? I'm living my truth and I'm telling you guys, but I'm not showing you because it gets to a point and my mom would kill me. I don't know. Like, first and foremost, she would kill me before I would get to myself, but I digress. Welcome back to the podcast. It is officially 4 a.m. on the clock and I have not gone to sleep since yesterday. So we're getting real into it. This is really at its core what the podcast is supposed to be, and I'm excited to be back after my 1 week hiatus. Sorry about that. I'll keep it real. Sorry about that. To explain my hiatus, it was my boyfriend's birthday, and I didn't have any thoughts genuinely for you guys that week. So I was like, why waste your time and think of some random to say that's just not important, nor like add anything to your life? So yeah, basically I took the week off to give you guys the week to do whatever you please, catch up on the podcast, live life, enjoy yourself, just have fun, because that's what I was doing that weekend. I was having a lot of fun, celebrating my boyfriend's birthday with his family and our friends, and like doing stuff and hanging out. So I was like, I'm gonna keep it cute, and we're gonna take a rest week, because like, why not? Like, why not? So that's what I did that weekend. I'm gonna obviously go into like a little more detail about other things that we did that weekend, and then also just some other things that's been happening this week as well. But yeah, once again, I hope you've just been enjoying the content that's been, guys, like, pray for my brain. I feel like I have no like actual thorough like stream of consciousness right now, because I'm just up. Like, I like can't sleep, but like I'm tired, but like I can't go to sleep. It's like, girl, go to bed. Girl, go to bed. My body's like, no, I don't wanna, we're up. So preloading insomnia here. Like, here we come. No cookie, by the way. Just sleep deprivation. True insomnia at her core. But back to my first stream of thought. Thank you again for listening. I hope you've been enjoying the content, enjoying the process. I've been trying to get down to the nitty gritty with like posting on my socials more and posting for here more on the YouTube chan. In my last episode, I was really like, guys, I'm gonna freaking post more. I'm gonna post so much more content that you're gonna be sick of me. I'm gonna post. I'm just gonna post. Immediately we went MIA for a week on my Instagram. Both Instagrams. The podcast Instagram and my personal Instagram. I said, okay, right. So like, what is happening actually? Couldn't tell you. Couldn't explain it. Was simply just out living life, which like as I should. Like sometimes it's okay to take a social media break. I just thought the irony of it was like really funny to be like, I'm about to post so much of my life. You guys are going to be sick of me. And then for me to go, MIA. Like, right. Like, oh, okay. But in like the week off of social media, like I was just living life in a cosmic way. It was mainly like working and then like also living life. Like I was in the streets. Like, what did I do that week? That week I went to my friend's birthday party. Celebrated his birthday, and then also like caught one of the FIFA matches, which was actually like, guys, it's just something like being in like a group and like being in community with something, even if you're like kind of like fake fan for the night. So like like obviously I'm having a great time celebrating my friend's birthday. It was a lovely turnout and a lovely vibe of everything. It was actually like a lot of fun and like a really great time. But the birthday party was held in like a kind of like a back room of a bar, or like a bar slash restaurant situation, and they're playing the FIFA match on every TV screen possible in the building, and like it was just something in the air, you know what I mean? Just something about like, wow, like we're all here experiencing this together, and there's like we're all like here like rooting for this team. Like this really is community here, even if it's like boy community, like it's community in a sense. And so that day that we were out, it was the USA game versus, oh man, who was that? It was USA versus somebody, and they got absolutely demolished. It was so embarrassing. Like I've never been more embarrassed to be like from the USA right there, because I'm like, that's how we lost our spot in the World Cup, by goalie out of the box and people not being able to like kick what's their equivalent of like a free throw, like kicking the like free goals or whatever. Like it was so embarrassing, but like the community of it all, like, you know what I mean, like enjoying that and experiencing that with like a whole bunch of random people. It's like, wow, so this is what it feels like to be a sports fan. Like this is really awesome, this is really cool. So like that was a lot of fun. And then the day after that, we were supposed to, here's the plan. So Chicago does this like thing during the summer where they kind of have like a summer series. So they'll do different activities within Grant Park. And so they'll do like either movie nights, or they'll do a concert series, or they'll like have something else going on in the park. And this night it was movie night, and they were showing Ratatouille. And for those of you who don't know, Ratatouille is my favorite like Disney Pixar movie ever. I've never felt more inspired by a little rat who can cook, and then who teaches other people to cook, and then who just like inspires them to like do whatever you want. Like it's just something so like, there's something so beautiful about that. And Patton Oswalt is just like one of my favorite like voice actors ever. So it's like, that's just my favorite movie. And then also it's like it's something about it, like that movie I feel like really captures like, I know it's like a how can I word this, not like a locals like idea of France and Paris, but it like really captures like the beauty of Paris, like from different like perspectives, like from Linguini's, Remy's, Colette's, like out of like everyone's like kind of POV. Like it's just like the movie itself, like outside of the restaurant and the kitchen and learning how to cook and be a chef, is like really just gorgeous. And the soundtrack's awesome and gorgeous, and like the color grading of the film, the animation, like I could go on and on. I love that movie. I love that rat. That's my favorite movie. And so they were showing it in the park in Chicago, and the plan was for me and my boyfriend to go see the movie, have a little picnic, cute little date night, 1212, just for us to get there late due to my terrible navigation skills. Guess I'll never be a Boy Scout. And when we got there, the park attendant literally grabbed the bike gate, cut off the line into the park, because we like got there, parked, and was literally in line to go into the park, cut the line off for the security checking to get in the park. And he said, the park is at capacity, we cannot let no more people in, fire marshal's orders. I said, oh, you gotta be kidding me. This big park, this big park is at capacity? Guys, don't make me angry. Don't make me angry. And somehow he was right. That park was fully booked. Everyone and their mama wanted to come down to the city to see Ratatouille. And I'm like, y'all don't even like Ratatouille for real. Y'all don't get Remy the way I get Remy. Like, you don't know. You don't know him like I know him. Like, I don't even know why half y'all are down here. But we made the most of the situation, and we just walked to a different part of the park and still had a picnic, and like watched part of Ratatouille on my phone, which was honestly, in hindsight, more enjoyable anyway than sitting in the park. Because when we found out like we couldn't go, like I was devastated. I was like, what do you mean? I've been looking forward to this literally for the past month. Like I told all my coworkers, like, I'm going down to Chicago today to watch Ratatouille in the park. Like that's just so like, that's like so cool. And now I can't even enjoy it. Like I can't even enjoy it with the community. Like, you know what I mean? Like we started off on the day before like real community heavy, and I said, okay, let's keep it going. Couldn't even keep it going off day 2. Like, just devastating. But even though I was devastated at first and I was really sad, because I was like, oh man, like, we're not gonna be able to see Ratatouille. Like, this sucks. Like, we're not gonna be able to have a picnic in the park and watch Ratatouille. One, we were able to do that, but also two, it was much more enjoyable because where we were in like a different part of the park, like, it wasn't a lot of people. It was more adults there, so no one was like screaming or talking loud or like running around us or just being annoying. And so like we were able to like set up in a really like nice place, like away from the shade or away from the sun, and like in the shade, and like enjoy our snacks, enjoy the movie, and like just enjoy our time together. And so I was thinking about it, like when I was sitting there, I was like, wait, this is actually way better than like being shoulder to shoulder with like random people in the park. You can't even hear the movie because people are being loud and they're like talking too much, or like someone's kid is being loud and, you know, just being disruptive. I was like, all of that is like gone. Like, we're in the park. We can actually like also enjoy park sounds too, because it's like, it's not overcrowded or it's not overpopulated. So I was like, wait, this is actually like 20 times better. Like, you know what, I'm done being sad. Like, I'm done pouting. Like, actually, like, now the fun is beginning. Like, I'm having a really great time. And so, of course, we had a really awesome and great time in the park. Enjoyed our snacks, our like mini charcuterie boards and like veggies and stuff. And ended up like taking a little stroll in the park afterwards, and then like going home. Like, oh, come on, still a perfect day. Like, come on, still a perfect day. Like, everything just worked out so nicely, and I'm more than anything grateful that like my boyfriend was really patient by me being upset, because I was actually like viscerally angry. Like, what do you mean I can't see my favorite movie? Like, and I know it's like, London, you can see your favorite movie at any point. It's on multiple streaming platforms. You can also watch it illegally. I know someone uploaded it to YouTube. Like, you can watch it at any point. But guys, it was just about the experience and being able to just like watch it in a different environment that's not my home, like outside in nature with the other rats in the city. Like, it's community bonding with the people of Chicago, but then it was also community bonding with the rats of Chicago. Like, that's just like, wow, like, that's like so empowering. It's like so empowering and so just like beautiful, natural, and awesome. So I technically still did both of those things with a smaller community of the people that was with us in our area of the park, and with the possible rats who were rummaging around in the trash. But like, everything worked out in the end. Like, I truly was a girl who was gonna be okay after that, and that's what I needed. Like, that's literally all I needed. So that was my second day. That was Monday and Tuesday. That was Monday and Tuesday of this past week. And then the rest of the week I was like working at my job, at my job. And on Friday was my boyfriend's birthday. We had a lovely dinner with his family. I gave him his birthday gifts. He really liked them, I think. At least that's what he told me. So like, I hope he really liked them. And that was like it. We like hung out with fam. Um had actually I really enjoyed my meal. Actually, at the restaurant we went to, it was like a southern kitchen comfort situation, BBQ or whatever, and I had ordered blackened catfish because I said I'm on my hot girl skinny situation. Like, I will be snatched by the end of the summer. No, I won't. Like, but in my mind, I will be snatched by the summer. And the catfish was actually really good. The like blackened seasoning that they had, and like the, you know, goodies that they, you know, on it was really good. The only thing that really kind of peed me out about it was they forgot my tartar sauce with my fish, which I was like, guys, how am I supposed to eat my catfish without tartar sauce? Like, what do you mean? And it's like, okay, like, no tartar sauce, but like, what other sauces there? So there was barbecue sauces on the table, but like, something was just not right about them. And it's something that like I honestly still can't explain even now, because I'm like, I don't know if it was like the consistency that was throwing me off, or it was the taste, or if it was like the lack of seasoning somewhere. Like, I don't know, but it was just like, something is off with this BBQ sauce. So it was like, I couldn't even like save my meal by dipping my fish in the BBQ sauce, like without tartar sauce, because I was like, something's just not right. but like the fish itself was really good. The fish itself was really good. I got fries with it as well. That was really good. It also came with coleslaw. That wasn't. But honestly, I give them an E for effort, simply because coleslaw is like, that's something hard to master, mainly because you have to. God, guys, I want to preface this, and this will make sense when I say it. It will make sense of why I'm obsessed with ratatouille. My original life goal was to be a chef. Like I was like, I'm Gordon Ramsay 2.0. Like that's me. That's like my future, my journey, my calling. And I was like really obsessed with the Food Network. Loved like cooking channel, baking as well. But like just anything in the kitchen, I was like, that's me. So I was like Gordon Ramsay down every show that he had on BBC or like the Food Network. I was watching it. Like I was like, I'm Chefiana Grande. Like that was me. So that's why I love Ratatouille as well, because I'm like, oh my god, like anyone can cook because I can cook. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just like this movie's about me. Like looky, like I am Remy. Like I am Remy. I have like an untapped palate. I have an untapped mind when it comes to seasoning and sorry, like not to like not to be narcissistic about it, but just like I really connected with Remy because I'm like, I like cooking. I love cooking. I love sharing like food with people. I love eating. I just love everything about it. Like culinary cuisine. That's me. Like that's my heart and soul. And so where was I going with all that? Guys, see, this is what I mean. Like it's just too late. Like, how did I genuinely lose my thought in a 30-second like explanation? Chat, we're so cooked. Like chat, we're so cooked. I think where I was going with that is in terms of the coleslaw. That's a tricky side to nail down, simply because you have to get the consistency of your dressing right. It can't be too loose, as in like too watery, and like not seasoned properly, because then if it's too watery and then you shave your vegetables too thinly, then everything's just soggy and it's just mush, and it doesn't have like that like crunchy like umami kind of thing to it, if that makes sense. And so like for me, like my like perfect A1 coleslaw situation, you gotta have some like thick shredded like lettuce, like the purple lettuce, like, or the purple cabbage, the green cabbage, carrots, like all that. And then for your like sauce, it has to still be kind of thick and not like thick like mayo consistency, but just like thicker than, how can I describe, like I'm trying to think of like what sauce would be at the same consistency, kind of like a ranch consistency, but without like the you know the like chunk of the seasoning in a way, but like something like that where it's like it's loose enough to where it's like you can mix the vegetables in without them going, like you can mix the veggies in and let it sit without it getting soggy, but also like not thick enough that it like overwhelms everything else. So like I'm a critic, like I don't play about my coleslaw. I really love coleslaw. Like I'm in the population of coleslaw enjoyers. That coleslaw was mush. It was mush. The veggies were mush and the like sauce was basically soup. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be a true critic, and I'm gonna really try it. So like I took like multiple bites, tried to like, you know, find things about it that I enjoyed. Guys, it's just like I don't like to be fair, the taste of it was good. Obviously I think I could have used just a little bit more black pepper, a little salt, you know what I mean, just like a little bit some extra. But it was just, I couldn't get over like the mush factor of it all. I was just like, it's mushy veg and soup. Like I can't. But other than that, there's also a little like cornbread muffin on my dish, and that one I was really excited to try as well, because I expected it to be like a sweet cornbread muffin, kind of like how if any of y'all have had like the Jiffy Mix, like that cornbread, that was kind of like the flavor profile I was thinking of. Or even though this one's a little too sweet, the like Famous Dave's cornbread, I was thinking somewhere in that realm, which is like in hindsight, it's like putting a sweet cornbread on the mix anyway is kind of like, you're daring, you're transcending the vibes and the taste buds on the plate, because everything else is so savory, and then bow, here's this pop of sweet, which if done correctly can actually be really like bow, like mind-blowing, like really awesome and cool. But if done wrong, it's like ugh. You know what I mean? Like, this is sweet and I don't want sweet right now. So the cornbread muffin in question was savory, and that's not what I was anticipating, nor expecting, nor desiring. So when I took a bite out of it, I said, like most genuine, oh, like, wasn't expecting that. And like looking back on it, it wasn't bad. Like it wasn't bad. It just wasn't what I was expecting. And so like when you bite into something that you're like not, oh, sorry guys, when you bite into something that you're like not quite like expecting it to be, you're kind of like, ooh, taste buds thrown for a loop. And then this one, it was like it had real corn in it, which I was like fire, but then it also had, I think, a jalapeno in it, and the like savory seasoning of it reminded me of stuffing, and I hate stuffing. Sorry, like I hate it. I think it's the nastiest, like just nasty, low down gutter butt, like ugh, I can't do it. So when it had that flavor profile, I said mm-mm. Mm-mm. And I took 2 bites because I was like, I'm gonna be a big girl and like really give it a chance and see if I can like, move past it and find a different avenue to enjoy it. I could not do it. But the texture of the cornbread muffin was really good. So there were overall highs. There were a lot of highs in the meal. There were some lows, but it was still a really good meal. I still really enjoyed it. I think I gave like an 8.5 out of 10. I always rate my meals when I go out with my boyfriend, just because it's always fun to pick his brain about what he likes and dislikes, and it makes me think of things differently too. So I think that's where I left off on that. Rating wise, I'm still solid with 8.5. Like, it's minor and easy fixes, but this leads into my next thing. The day after his birthday, we went to Taste of Chicago with his friends. And the Taste Chicago, you get to taste Chicago. It sounds exactly how it is. It's a bunch of food stands and food trucks, and they have like tastes of their restaurants. And you get to like try a sample of like their like most famous or popular dishes in their restaurants. And it's really awesome. It's like a really great way, especially because they tend to feature like a lot of local artists. It's not a lot of chains, so you get to really like taste Chicago at its core, and it's from like every part. I'm trying so hard to like. That's why I know, like, oh, maybe I am starting to fall asleep because like the words are starting to become one. Like 2 words are starting to become one. Like, this is awesome. There's restaurants from every part of the city. So like at every point, every part, like it's literally tasting all of Chicago. And my biggest gripe that I had with the setup this year was that they basically created a heat dome on Columbus. So that's the street that I was on. They created their own miniature heat dome, and let me break it down for you. So how they did it, and this is how they normally do it, but this year they packed everybody in. They packed everybody in. So close your eyes, go in your mind space, and imagine a street. Imagine a street, 2-way street. Actually, maybe bigger than that. Imagine a 2-way street, and it's 2 or 3 lanes on each side. You know what I mean? On opposite sides of traffic. And now imagine food stalls lined up on both sides of the street. Just straight down the street. And maybe like down one of those corners is like, or one of those streets, like intersecting streets. That's like about halfway through the middle of the street, like that intersection there, there's food trucks down there. Okay, so there's food trucks there off the beaten path. And then your main street has all the food stalls. And then, off some other beaten paths, you have some wine bars or wine gardens, some beer gardens, some stages for performing, and activations. Like there's like a little cooking tent and some like photo op opportunities, like you name it. Like that's what's going on. So now, keep your eyes closed. I didn't say open them. Keep them closed. Keep imagining that street, right? Now imagine 3 million people on one street. Okay, 3 million people on that street. It's also 90 degrees. Actually, I take that back. It was 87 degrees out at the time that I was there. It was 87 degrees. There's 3 million people out, and there's all these food stalls on one row, back to back to back to back. They're packed tight, lined up tight, right? I have never in my life been so outrageously hot from just standing there and thinking. Like, I'm not even joking. I was profusely sweating, and I was standing there and thinking with my thoughts. And I don't know why. But that's the thing. I do know why. In the moment, I didn't understand it at first. But in hindsight, like as I'm explaining it to you guys, everything is becoming even clearer. So they're all food stalls, right? And they're all food stalls from restaurants. And they're making food. So imagine 30... Actually, there's probably more than that. Probably imagine about 50 plus stalls on this one street. All have ovens, deep fryers, warmers to keep the food warm. You name it. Anything with heat that conducts heat, electricity. Just imagine it. Keep your eyes closed and keep imagining it. So all of that was down that street. It's 3 million people on that street. And it's 87 degrees. Man. I was so hot. Like, I was sweating profusely. And mind you, I was wearing what I thought would be a well-ventilated outfit. So I had an oversized t-shirt on, a skirt. It was like kind of short, but a short skirt, pleated skirt, so it was loose. It wasn't a tight skirt in question. And then cowboy boots, or yeah, we'll call them cowboy boots. They're fry dupes, if you will. If you know what a fry boot is, it's a dingo boot with the stars on it. They were red. They're my new red boots, and they're my favorite. But they were those boots. If you know what a fry boot looks like, then you can kind of imagine this. Just imagine it red with stars, and it's like really awesome. And so that was my fit. So I'm thinking, okay, like I know it's gonna be hot today, but I have this oversized t-shirt on, so it won't be like sticking to me, and it won't make me more hot because it's like fabric right on my back, you know. And then I have the skirt that's like not tight, so I can walk around freely. There's shorts under, and it'll let a breeze in because it's pleated. And then I have my boots, which is like the boots in hindsight might not have been the best because my calves were sweating, but I think my calves were sweating as a byproduct from me standing in the freaking heat dome all day trying to order freaking food. So yeah, it was the most unbearable like heat after a while, especially because it started to gradually get warmer throughout the day when we were there, because we got there at around like noonish, and it was like just creeping up at 87. And I know it was hotter than that anyway, but just like the regular like outside temperature was at 87 degrees. And so it would like, or not, it was like it got to a point where it like hit me that that's what was happening, because we had stepped off the main road to go to the beer garden, as they call it. It was a 312 beer activation where they had like a little photo op and tent to order beer and stuff. We stopped off there for my boyfriend and our friends to get beers and stuff. And guys, I had the nastiest drink of my life. Oh my god. So we get up to the beer tent, and I'm like reading the like menu, and I'm like, "Ooh, a michelada." That sounds fruity. It sounds like that would be really good. No, I'm gonna forewarn everyone. So for all of my girlies who don't like beer, but you'll drink like a fruity cider, a michelada is not what you think it is. I promise you. Heed my warning. A michelada is not what you think it is in any capacity. There's no fruit. There's no sweetness. There's no nothing. Just nastiness. Like truly, just like low down gutter butt nasty drink. Okay, a michelada is beer mixed with tomato juice. So imagine beer with a V8. Have you lost your mind? That's not a drink. That's not enjoyable. I mean, like, it's got a lot of, well, it's got some like benefits. There's like veggies and stuff in there, and so it's like, you know, like vitamins and stuff and like nutrients. So it's like, I'll give it that, but it's like, I was drinking tomato soup with beer. You know how treacherous that is? And in that heat, I couldn't even enjoy like a sweet drink or like a nice fruity reprieve from all the pain that I was experiencing. No, I was stuck with a michelada. And what made me even more mad was our bartender that we ordered from didn't even warn me. Didn't even hit me with the, do you know what's in a michelada? Or, are you sure you want to order that? Nope. She went, okay. And just nothing. And it wasn't until she pulled out the tomato juice that I heard the bartender next to us be like, oh yeah, micheladas are nasty actually. Like they're no good. Yeah, I don't think you want to drink that. Queen, where were you like 45 seconds ago? Like I really could have used that 45 seconds ago. And because I'm a G and I'm a goat, like I was like, I'm not gonna waste this drink. Like my boyfriend paid for it. Like it's just beer and tomato juice. Like it can't get any worse than that. And thankfully it didn't until I got towards the bottom. That's where it was rough. Like everything else, like about it, because I was trying my hardest to like really mix everything in, so I was getting a good amount of beer and tomato juice, but it was just like not cooperating for real. So like when I would swirl it, it was like it would spin at the bottom but not spin up, and it was like everything was spinning in their respective layers, and I'm like, no, we need to mix. We need to integrate. Like, this is what Martin Luther King wished for. We need to integrate, please. Like, I need the beer to mix with the tomato juice. Like, help me. It didn't want to do that. The only time the beer mixed with the tomato juice was at the end, when it was the rest of the juice at the bottom, and like 2 splashes of beer. And I said, whoa. I said, Lord Jesus, be offense. And I chugged it. Just the nastiest aftertaste. The nastiest, like, last sip of your life. Like, oh. Heed my warning. That I will never forget what that drink is for the rest of my life. And I don't want anybody else to be caught in that crossfire like I was. Like, just blind and just caught with my pants down. Like, I don't want anyone to be caught out like that, because like that's such a sad and crazy way to be like caught out. It's like at that point, just take me out back. Yeah, just take me out back. Close your eyes. You won't feel a thing. Because that's crazy. Crazy. So anyways, upon enjoying my michelada, if that's a kind way to put it, I realized I'm like, man, I sure can feel a breeze over here. And you know why I was enjoying that breeze with my nasty drink? There was not one food tent or food truck over there. And that's when it hit me. I said, oh my God, we're in a heat dome at the Taste of Chicago. Like, this is crazy. But hey, like, I mean, hey, City of Chicago, if like any like event planner, city planner for that event is listening, my God, please utilize the like Buckingham Fountain situation again, because that probably would have eradicated all of the backed up lines for so many of the food stalls, and 2, decreased overall congestion, just like between walking as well. Because like, I mean, I guess that coincides with number 1, but like, because like when you're like trying to walk through everything, it's like, well, the lines are backed up into what would be the walking path, because everything is just right next to each other in one centralized place. Like that in hindsight would make things easier to see everything, really get a grasp for like what's there and what you want to taste and like what you want to enjoy. But like the logistics of it all, it was not working. Like, as a pedestrian and a taster of the day, and I went on Saturday, which I know was probably like one of the busiest days. It was too many people in one place. It was too hot because all the stalls were right next to each other, and it just wasn't like really an enjoyable experience after a while, especially because it's like you're waiting in line for 20 plus minutes to get a taste, and then it's like, dang, I just wasted 20 minutes in line. Well, you can't really call it a waste, because it's like you're getting a prize at the end of your wait, so it's like it really is like, you know, reward for patience and whatnot. But at the same time, it's like, well, if they were more evenly spaced, then it's like maybe the lines wouldn't be as bad, because it's like or just the congestion wouldn't be as bad. Like, I don't know. Because that's the other hard part about it too, is like the last time that I went was like 2 years ago, and they had it set up where they had other food trucks and stalls near the or around the Buckingham Fountain. So that one helped with just overall congestion. But on top of that too, I went during a weekday at like 2 p.m. So it's like only a third, if not less than that, of that area of the city was there because everyone else is at work. It's a weekday. So like that was like my experience, because that's also like the time that I went before that as well. It was like that too. So I'm just used to that, like, oh la li la, I can walk up to any stand, order what I want, and get it in like a couple minutes because there's not 3 million people in front of me in line. But yeah, if anyone on the Taste of Chicago is watching me, hi, hello, my name is London. True eater, food enjoyer, potential chef, possibly maybe still in the making. Please, we just have to utilize the space. Like, you have all of Columbus shut down. I don't see why we can't expand into Buckingham Fountain again. That was perfect. Like, it was perfect, because then it's also like, hey, photos for the tourists that are there, like scenery and whatnot. And then also like it just spreads things out a little more. Like, I understand like having everything there so you don't have to do too much walking or go all over the place, whatever. But it's like, we're already walking up Columbus. We already have to pass the Buckingham Fountain. And on top of that, you're putting like activations off the main path anyway. So I don't see why it, would be too big of a deal to like spread it out. And especially because, what was I gonna say? Oh, especially because they also moved the date too. So because there wasn't NASCAR this year, that's why they also did it in July. I'm not sure if NASCAR is coming back next year again. So there is like that prospect of it where it's like, well, if they are, then it's like the date's gonna move, and it's like things might be different, weather and location, or how you guys want to set everything up. But we gotta utilize the space. We gotta utilize the space. Like, everything else was very well like spaced out in terms of like the stages, having enough room for people to like sit down and like kind of like a picnic situation and like just enjoy the shade. And enjoy the music and like everything else that was happening. I'm just like, we could have did that with the food too. Like, I 100% believe that. It's like, I can be on the planning team, put me on the logistics. Like, I'll get in there, I'll map some out and be like, okay, what do we think about this? Like, because it's like also too, it's like hard from an event like organizer planning situation to like really understand what the foot traffic is going to be like, especially for every day. So it's like, you can kind of like plan an average of like, yeah, I'll probably be like, maybe 25,000 people like walking through that at one point, not like all at once, but just like a total across the whole day. But you also have to understand like, okay, like, well, during the day, how many people are gonna like possibly be in there. And it's like, if it's one thing where you're like, you're not going to limit the amount of people that are in there at once, because it's like, you're trying to keep it very much like open market, like, come one, come all, like, as you please. I don't know why that was funny. That like really wasn't funny. Then it would just be best to space it out more to just like help with the congestion and everything. Because like the part that really made me angry, and it's kind of mainly my fault. There's one restaurant that I like wanted to try again because I had it 2 years ago and it was really good. And I was like, oh, like I want to try it again. Like, I know it's good, so I know I'd enjoy it. And I waited in that line for 45 minutes. Like, no joke. It was 45 minutes for the equivalent of like 2 African samosas. Not to like generalize the food, but like that's what I received. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was like one of those things. And what was really frustrating about it, and this could also like, and this one, I don't know how it would work. But what made it really frustrating about it was that I was in line to order the taste. And so the taste included 2 bites of the, or like 2 like small portions of like the food that I wanted to try. And the other people in front of me in line were ordering like the full size plates and platters of like other popular dishes from the restaurant, which, hey, kudos to you. You know what you want. I want a lot of this. I respect that. Like, I'm not, yucking your yum or nothing. But the part that made it like egregious, especially in that heat surrounded by all those ovens and that sun and no breeze, was that it just took a long time to do. Um, because they had to prepare like a full plate of food. Like all of the tastes are ready to go. They're under the warmer. You know, you get up there, you order, they grab it under the warmer, they hand it to you, and they say, "Have a great day, enjoy." But with the plates, they actually have to prepare your food. Like obviously all the food's cooked, but it's like assembling. You know, like Avengers Assemble, and it just took a while. Like it just took a long time, and it could have just been like that restaurant or that stall, just like they were just not like moving efficiently or whatever. Like not once again, not not pointing fingers. I'm just like naming out possibilities. But it was just it, and also too, it was like for like because it was families too. Like obviously it's a weekend, like the family's there, but they were ordering multiple plates. So it's like it's also like, okay, you go from, okay, this one person wants this one plate of, X, Y, and XY. Cool, we got that. Next customer. And then they're like, okay, yeah, so can I get 2 plates of this, 1 plate of this, and a taste of that? Like, not to be bogus, but like, can I cut in front of you and just get my taste? Because, like, they have to prepare the food and it takes time. It's like, you want to get it out. You want to get a good portion of your food. So it's like, they can't skimp out on you. Like, you paid for, the price of the full plate. Like, and they were expensive. I'm like, I'd get your full meal, but like, bro. So it was just like, it just added on so much time. And it was like one of those things in hindsight where I was like, I should have just stepped out of line and went to a different stall that I wanted to try, especially because I've already tried that one before. But I really wasn't like, I don't know. And honestly, it was just like one of those days where it's like your stomach is not really cooperating with your mind. So like for me, like a lot of the stalls that I saw, I was like, oh, that looks good, but like I don't really want to try it. Like that's something I don't want to eat right now. And that place, I was like, I had it last time. It was really good. Like I want to try it again. Like it was really good. And it's like I should have just been like, I had it already. Like let me go try a different restaurant, even if it's like not 100% what I want. Just to taste Chicago and to taste more options, to taste more things. Like I should have just stepped out and did that. But waited in line, got my food, and it was cold. So that like made it even worse. Like I was dripping sweat waiting in that line. Dripping sweat. The back of me was drenched. Like just so unladylike. Just like so like we're out here in this heat, and so like that like compounded onto it. And I was like, man, whoever organized this. Like I was so upset, and it's like it was partially my fault, but it was also just like it was just a lot of people there at once ordering different things that is just like they take a time to assemble. That's it. And yeah, so that's why my whole point is like my whole point of what I was trying to make, like before explaining that, I was thinking maybe it's like you could do like a separate line system. Like, oh, if you're just getting a taste of like whatever, step in this line. Or if you're trying to get full plates and full platters, step in this line. That could work. But then you also have people who are like, well, F it, I'm gonna just jump in the taste line because it's moving quicker and order my food. There's that to consider, because it happens in places, and people be doing that. So it's one of those things where it's like not like, not saying nobody knows how to do their job like at organizing the Taste of Chicago. No, I think it's just one of those things where it's like we may just have to go back to the original format if it's going to stay in the summer like this, especially because it's like everybody was outside. Like even though it was really hot, like it was bearable is a word to put it, but I'm gonna go with it. It was a bearable day out. Where it was like, hey, you know what, it's hot, but I'm gonna bring my water bottle and I'm still gonna enjoy the sunshine. Like why not? So overall, I did enjoy my time. I had a great time with my friends. The food that I did eat was very yummy, and yeah, I still had a lot of fun even though I was drenched in sweat. But it's like, hey, I got to taste Chicago. I went there and I did what I wanted to do, and it was very good what I tasted. So like obviously you'll see me there next year. Like of course, like that's a given. But heed my warning, please. Utilize the Buckingham Fountain. I'm begging you, please. Yeah. But that was my Taste of Chicago experience. I'd give it like a 5 out of 10. just because I was so sweaty, guys. I just hate being sweaty like that. And it's just like, and it's like you're sweaty like that the whole day. Cause then it's like my shirt was drenched. So then it's like when I finally cooled off, then my shirt was cold and I'm shivering. It's just, oh man, it's just a hot mess. And then it's like, then you feel musty because you've been sweating like that all day. And it's like, thankfully, because like I'm a real goat. Like I'm real. Like, you know, I keep like deodorant on me to not be stinky and like perfume and stuff like that. So I wasn't completely out of like, you know, out of luck, just like out there being musty in the city of Chicago. But it was just like I felt musty because I was drenched in sweat and now it's sticking to me. Like, woo! But we prevailed and we rised as normal. So it's okay. At the end of the day, I lived, and I'm still a girl who's gonna be okay. So it's like it's fine. That was really everything I did all last week. For this week, it hasn't been much, guys. I've been preparing on stepping into a new chapter. Your girl is going corporate. I am officially starting my career climbing journey. We are climbing the corporate totem pole, and guys, I'm kind of excited. It's kind of nice. That's why I'm in my corporate fit today. I've got my corporate top on. I did a little like a tour of my job, and I've been buying some clothes. I've been buying some like corporate clothes, some like work clothes to wear, and this is just a warning. Like this is, once again, heed my warning, heed my call. Like heed me. To all my young hoes who are transitioning into corporatehood, do not. It's gonna sound so obvious when I say it, but like, hear me out. Do not wear low-rise jeans to work. Do not wear low-rise jeans to work, and let me tell you why. So today, I wore low-rise jeans to my new job for my work tour, because I was like, oh, it's gonna be hot. I kind of don't want all that fabric on me. It's gonna make me sweaty. I'm gonna feel gross. Yada yada yada. On top of that, I planned on changing anyway. So I was like, well, let me just be comfortable for a little bit because I'm going to change into different clothes later. I thought I was going to a concert. It got canceled due to the air quality of the Canadian wildfires. Whoever started wildfires up there, count your days. Count them. I was really looking forward to this concert, guys. I was really looking forward to it. For those of you who don't know, I have my bachelor's degree in jazz vocal performance, so I really enjoy jazz music and listening to it and singing it. And the concert that was going to be today or yesterday in Millennium Park was this Brazilian jazz artist named Marcos Valle. And I was supposed to see him the last time he was here, and I missed it because I believe I had work or something else happened. And now this is the second time in a row I've missed him due to unforeseen circumstances such as the weather. So I'm devastated nonetheless, but like, I was going to change into different clothes because I was like, I'm going to be outside enjoying some Brazilian jazz. Like, just can't wear low-rise black jeans there because I won't be covered in sweat again. So anyways, I was like, oh, I'm going to wear these low-rise jeans. I'm going to wear my thong just so I'm like, I'm not sweating. Like, I'm going to be a real classy lady in there today. And then I'm wearing my awesome new corporate work shirt. I was like, this is the fit. I look like really cute. I look really like official and formal. I was like, I'm excited. And what I realized is that my shirt is not quite as long as I thought it was. It hits perfectly at the like waistline, but it's like I'm still wearing low-rise pants, so it didn't save me like I thought it was. And so throughout the day, we're like walking around. I'm like, I like feel my pants sliding down, just a tad, not like anything crazy where it's like cheek is hanging out, but it's just like you can just feel them sliding down because it's like as I'm wearing them, the jean is stretching, they're becoming looser. Like y'all know the deal. Like y'all know the deal. And so like got to the point where I realized like I think I might be showing a little tail because there's one where I bent down and there was a breeze that I shouldn't have felt. I don't think anyone saw anything, thankfully, because also my hair is long. And I think because my shirt kind of got caught in a way, like you just didn't see anything, but I just felt a breeze in a place that I should not have been feeling a breeze in. So I was like, oh my god, I can't, like, this is treacherous. And like thankfully I wasn't there for long. It was like a quick little tour, like conversation with our trainers, getting us ready for our first day, like yada yada. But I remember sitting there and I'm like, yeah, like my lower back feels a little, I feel the air conditioning there. And I just remember thinking to myself, I'm like, wow, okay, so like this transition from like young ho hood into corporate hood is gonna be like gnarly nasty, because it's like I've really just like come to enjoy like a low rise denim, and like it's just like they're just so much more comfortable to me now. Like I used to only wear like high rise jeans, extra high rise, ultra high rise, just because like that was comfortable for me at the time, even though the button was always digging in like to my belly button or whatever. But I was just like, that was the most comfortable. And so like now we're in like literally the opposite, where it's like, no, I'm in my low rise era. Like I'm in my low rise era down, and I can't do that anymore. Like, or if I do, it's like I have to wear like a longer sweater, a longer shirt, because otherwise I'm gonna be flashing everyone in my office, and it's like I can't do that. That's HR violation. So can't be doing that. So that's my my ending note to today's podcast is, don't wear low rise jeans to work. Like unless you want to fear bending down, picking something up, dropping anything just at any point of the day, and at any point at all. Like I don't want to go back to work with that fear again. Like that was a really scary situation, and I'm glad I prevailed, and I thank myself for having long hair currently, and I thank my shirt for also protecting me in some capacity. So no one saw anything that they shouldn't have. But I also was like, why jeopardize my job for low fashion? Like I don't need to do all that. I don't need to do all that. So that's gonna conclude today's episode, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for like catching up with me on my week, keeping me up, keeping me occupied. This was like fun. This is awesome. I can't wait to do it again next week. So exciting. Be sure to check out all the socials. Keep up with me. Keep on my chan. Tell me about your week. Tell me about anything that you would change throughout your week, through anything that you did, whether if you went to Chicago, or if you think young ho should wear low rise jeans at work. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me your comments. Tell me your concerns. I want to hear them. So let me know your thoughts of the week. And yeah, I'm excited for this week. I'm excited to tell you guys about what I'm doing. I'm excited to tell you guys about what I'm doing today. I'll have to fill you in later, guys, because it's just so much goodness to explain, and then I can explain it all in detail, because then the day would have happened and I can tell you everything that happens, and I'm so excited to tell you what's going to happen today. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Once again, be sure to follow me on all my socials, keep up with everything, check out previous videos below on the channel in the podcast folder on your favorite podcast streaming app, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.